Hi everyone, my name is Simon Mishevich from Optimised Accountants, and I'm going to be talking about the House Price Index report for November 20th of November. Have I just said that? I did. Let's get into the details. So first of all, we're talking about the ONS, which is from September 2023. So what's happened? Well, they say the average UK house price was 291,000. Wait a minute, that's what it was last month, which was a little change from 12 months ago. Okay, so hasn't changed much then 12 months, but above the recent low of March 2023. So we have seen some ups and downs all the way through. And that graph actually tells a different story to what the narrative is. You can see that arrow just going straight down. So will it go even further down? Well, actually, the house prices now, if you put a line across it, we're looking at the house prices are circa April 2020. If we go back even further, then the house prices were looking about August 2013. So 10 years ago is where we were. People used to say house price doubled every 10 years. I can't see that happening for a long, long time. So that's an interesting perspective of where the house prices are according to them. Now, this is the, I always like to look at the ONS, Halifax and Nationwide. And interesting enough, if I look at the September 2023, that 291,000 and then go back to February 2023 is actually higher, which might surprise a lot of people because there are, dare I say, lots of people that say by September, house prices will go 35% down. But what? No. That's not true, is it? And I don't see those guys producing videos anymore. I wonder why. So do I think house prices will go down? Yes, of course. I'm still a believer that we don't have a crystal ball. I don't know where it's going to go, but I've never predicted such craziness in terms of house price slumps and drops and so on like that. Not saying it can't happen, by the way. I'm just saying I think we need a bit of dose of calmness throughout this. But, you know, 288,000 February 2023, now it's 291,000. Okay, so not so bad. I remember the days it was 297,000, even 300,000 average house price. So I will put an update in this to say what it was 1, 2, 3 years ago, actually, just to give us a bit of a steer. Looking at Halifax, they've predicted, or their reports are showing that house prices have dropped 3.2% in October, this is, of previous year. And that's quite interesting enough because it's just looking at their properties market data. Similar to Nationwide, actually, they're both looking at minus 3% compared to last year. So why is it that the ONS is showing different? Because it looks at the market whole. Okay, so there is going to be products that are outside Halifax and Nationwide. So is there customers the ones that are struggling? Read into that as you will. But Halifax showing house prices is 281,974 in October versus 285,000 in February, which is obviously down. Nationwide, 259,000 from 257,000. Yes, it's down, but again, not a big slump like people had been predicted. Now, if we look at this heat map, this is really interesting because only a couple of weeks ago did I do the last report. And it was my first report for a while, and it was all warm and nice, warm colors and making people feel good because house prices on the increase. But this month, the monthly change is actually quite cold as we head towards the winter in the United Kingdom. Then we are seeing those temperatures drop in terms of house prices as well. If we look at England, we're looking at monthly change of 0.5% minus, as well as the annual change by minus 0.5% as well. Northern Ireland, which is really quite spooky, showing 3.1% monthly change as an increase, and 2.1% increase on the annual as well. Wales is the one that's probably struggling the most out of this area map of 0.9% on monthly decreasing and minus 2.7% as well. So looking at this map, it's not looking too rosy at all, apart from if you're looking at the west side of the UK. Sorry, I'm smiling to myself. I can't help but say west side and then think of Valley G. Okay, so let's have a deeper look at where the property prices are falling. And it's fair to say, if we look at the monthlies, 0.6 southeast decline, East Midlands, 0.6% decline. 0.4% East of England, it's across the board in terms of each of the area. Are there any opportunities to get a quick deal? Who's to say where these property prices will continue to go down as well? Look, again, I might have joked around about people saying that the property prices, where are they now? I mean, there is a truth in the property prices going down still, but if you're in the investment market, I did another video talking about rentals increases going up through the roof, pardon the pun. So for investors, it's a great opportunity because you're going to get a good return on investment if these house prices keep falling. So I appreciate for this video is not aimed at homeowners. I know other YouTubers will talk about homeowners. I'm here for investors. So if there is a good marketplace right now for good rental yields throughout the country, and it's certainly with these property prices going down, you should be rubbing your hands together as an investor and thinking, well, actually, yeah, there could be a good few deals coming about now. Other financial indicators to think about. One thing that you should lead to our attention is CPIH, or the inflation. So it's at 4.7% according to the ONS for October 2023. Suggestions is that it's heading towards that 3.5%, 4% mark in the next few months. If that's true, then the cost of living is going down. That's what everyone wants to see. People have more disposable income. What's negative though is interest rates. So, inflation is coming down, interest rates are still high. So if you've got mortgage, credit cards, that kind of thing, then actually it's going to cost you more to have those loans, credit cards outstanding. And that could put a pressure on a lot of people. Unemployment, whereby I would say that if you're going to have bigger unemployment rates increasing then you should expect people to having to sell their homes, which is a horrible situation to be in. I never want to see this. But unemployment is sticking at 4.3%. So the economy as a whole is doing pretty well. It's not in recession as people, all the doomsday people that do these videos frustrate me because it puts other people on the back front and fearful. But actually, the indicators never show this. There is nothing to suggest it at all. And unemployment being what it is, I'm not saying you should go out spending in Las Vegas, okay? I'm just saying that don't read all the media where it's saying the world is coming to an end in your local area, because it just simply isn't true. I speak quite regularly about where we are with the economy, and people are quite buoyant about it. So unemployment being 4.3%, not surprising. So financially, I think things are improving, and therefore, do I see house prices slumping significantly? There is no indicator to suggest that. But you can shoot me in 12 months' time if property prices have gone down by 35%.